Good morning, yes, Shaban.
Good morning.
Thank you very much. Today we are learning lesson 7 of chapter 2. This is the greatest common factor. Okay? So, greatest common factor, we can make it short and write G.C.F. So you all know when you see G.C.F, stand for what? Greatest common factor. Now, before we start the lesson, let me just quick remind everybody what is a factor. When we find another factor, what is a factor? For example, what is the factor of 6? What is factor of 6? Who can give me what are the factors of 6? Go ahead.
20.
2 and 3. Because if you multiply 2 and 3, they will give you 6. What else is a factor of 6?
1 and 6.
1 and 6. So we already have the factors of 6. So we line them up from smallest to the biggest, right? So this is how we write. The factor of 6 are 1, 2, 3, and 6. So you understand what factors are, right?
Yes.
Now, 1, 2, 3, 6. 1 times 6 will give you 6. 2 times 3 will give you 6. So basically, those are the numbers when you multiply and give you the number. Okay? So the only thing that I knew today is we will be learning to find 2 or more numbers. We need to find what is the greatest common factor of 2 numbers or more. So instead of asking you find what's the greatest factor of 6 or just giving you one number, I will give you 2 numbers. And I will ask you, can you find what is the greatest common factor of 6 and 8? Okay? So now all you have to do is write down 8. What are the factors of 8? Go ahead, let's start. 1, we start always with 1. Okay? 2. So 2 is also a factor of, right? What else? 4. 4 is a factor of 8 as well. And what else? Yes? 8 is a factor of 1, right? Is that all we have? Yes, good. Now, have a look at this. Can we find what is the greatest common factor of 6 and 8? All we have to do is, you know the word greatest. That means the biggest. Common is what they share. So what is the biggest number that they share here? Yes, go ahead, Ali. 8. So 8 is not in 6 here. So they don't share 8. 8 is not the greatest common factor because here is not 8 and here is not 8. So what is the greatest number that they share? 2 is the greatest number that share. So all we have to do is circle this one and circle this one, and our answer will be the greatest common factor of 8 and 6 are 2. We're done. That's it. That's all you have to do. Yes? I know you did it, so we're going to do this again today, and then hopefully we will move on to the next lesson. So, the second question now is, find the greatest common factor of 24 and 36. Okay, this is example 2. So, this is example 1. Example 2. Find find the greatest common factor. So we can write G.C.F. of 24 and 36. Of 24 and 36. So let's start. So we're going to start with 24. Right, so give me the factors of 24. What gives us 24? 1 is a factor. Go ahead.
2,
2. Please put your hand up. I want to see who's answering me. Yes?
2 times 12.
2 times 12. Let's start in order. Is 3? Is 3?
No.
Yes.
Yes.
3 will be factor of 12. Okay? What's the next one? 3. Yes, go ahead.
4.
4. 4 is the factor of 24 as well. Next one. 5 is not. Next one. Yes.
6.
6 is a factor. And the next one. 7 is not. Is 7 is it?
No.
No. Yes? Go ahead.
12.
12. No, there's 8 before that. And then next to 8, what will it be?
12.
12. Well done, Ali. So 12 will be the factor. There's one more. 24 is the last one. So this is all the factors of 24. Now let's write down 36. What are the factors of 36? What gives us 36 when we multiply? So let's start again. Always starts from 1. Yes,
2.
1. Always have to start from 1. Because 1 times 36 will give you 36.
You already put them, so.
Yes, so 1. And the next one, 2. And then 3. And then, go ahead. 4 is 4?
Yeah.
What is it? 4 times what?
4 times 9.
Yes, so 4 is a factor of 36. And the next one?
6.
6 is 6 as well?
Yes.
Yes, and the next one? Yes, Muhammad. 6, yes.
9 times 4.
9. 9 is close to factor, right? So 9 times 4 will give you. What is the next one? Go ahead.
12.
12 is a factor as well. Well done. Next one. There's more. Go ahead. Yes.
17.
Not 17.
What?
Yes.
18.
18. Well done, Ali. So 18 is a factor. And then finally, yes,
36.
it's 36. Well done. So we have 36. Now we have all the factors of 36 and 24. What is the greatest common factor? In another word, what is the biggest number that they share? Yes, go ahead.
12.
12. 12 is the greatest number that they share. So we circle that and we circle that. So the greatest common factor of 24 and 36 is 12. That's easy, right?
Yes.
We could do the same thing if we have 3 numbers. For example, if we add another number and we say, can you find the greatest common factor of 36, 24, and we can say 48. Let's add another one, 48. Okay, let's find out 48. 48. What's the greatest common factor of 48? Go ahead. 1,
2.
2. Yes.
3.
3. Go ahead.
4.
4 is 20. Yes, 4 is 12. Next one. 4.
6.
6. Yes, 6 is as well. 9 is not. Is 7?
No.
Okay. Yes. 12.
Mr. 8.
So 9.
Mr. 8.
We have 6. Okay, we have 8 as well. Yes. 8. And next to 8.
12.
12. And then, what is next to 12?
24.
16.
16.
Yes, because 16. Yes, 16 times 3. Okay, next one. 16. 24 is correct. It's right. 24. And then finally,
48.
48. So again, what is the greatest common factor of the 3 numbers?
12.
12. So we can find the greatest common factor of 2 numbers. Okay, three numbers. So if we have 3 numbers, we can find the greatest common factor. If we have 2 numbers, we can find the greatest common factor. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Good. Now, what happens, now when we are listing the greatest common factor, it's easy to write them down and then list them when they are all small numbers. Now, this is not very big numbers. Now, what happens if they give us a big number? Like, for example, if they give us what is the greatest common factor of, let's say, 50 and let's say 30. So, writing them down is going to be a bit long. So, in that case, what do we do? Okay? Remember the lesson we learned yesterday? How to find?
Prime.
The prime numbers, right? The prime factors. We can use the prime factors to find the greatest common factor. So write down this example. This is going to be one example that you can probably use it. So write down, find the greatest common factor of 50 and 30. Find the greatest common factor. So this is example 3. Find the greatest common factor of 50 and 30. Okay, using prime factorization. Using prime factorization. Okay, remember prime factorization we done yesterday.
Yeah.
Okay, so how do we find the prime factorization of 50 and 30? Go ahead.
50 and 30.
Yes, first of all, let's start with 50, one by one. Yeah? So we'll start with 50. What are the prime factors of 50? Okay, see if you remember it. Try to write on your book and then I will come in. Let's do it. Start. Okay. So, how do we find the prime factors of 50? What gives us 50?
1.
You never start with 1 because 1 doesn't change anything. Yes?
5 and 10.
2 times. Okay, you can start 5 and 10, yes?
And you can start
5 times 10. Okay, what gives you, which one is the prime number? 5, you circle it. Sir?
Yes.
And what gives us 10? Go ahead. 2 and 5. So we say 2 and 5. Are they prime numbers?
Yes.
Yes, so we circle them. Okay, so we done the 50. Now we do the 30. Okay, what gives us 30? Yes, go ahead.
Me.
Yes.
3 times 10.
3 times 10. Okay, which one is the prime number?
3.
3 is the prime number, so we circle it, yeah?
Yes.
And what gives us 10?
5.
2 times
5.
5. Which one is the prime number?
So,
So both of them are prime numbers. So we circle them, sir?
Yeah.
Okay, why am I using different colors? Yeah? Well, let me just use all the same colors. So we have 3 here. And we have 10. Okay, so now we have the numbers. We can write down the numbers. What do they share? What is the prime factors of what is the number that they share? Yes, go ahead.
5.
Okay, so they share 5. So you write down the greatest. First write down greatest common factor is equal. So what do they share first of all? Let's start with the small numbers. They share 2, right?
Yeah.
So we write down 1, 2. Okay? Times, what else do they share?
5.
5. So they share 5. 5 is here and 5 is here. So you write down 5. They share 5 as well, right? Do they share anything else? No. So you say now, we have used the 2 times 5. So they share Both of them share 5 and 2. They don't share anything else. So that's all we have to do is multiply these two numbers.
10.
Okay? And the answer will become
10.
10.
so the greatest common factor is 10. Do you see that? So which one is easier? If we lift them up or if we just do this way?
We do it this way.
Now, if we have a small number, we can lift them up like 10, 12. But if we have number is 50, 80, 100, 200, then writing the list will be a little bit too long. So what we have to do is use the prime factorization. And this way we can reach the answer quicker. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, now any question? Go ahead.
So I wrote 50.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I wrote 25 times 2.
Yeah, you can also do that.
That's 2.
There's two different ways you can approach. You can use 25 times 2, and then when you simplify, your answer will become same. You will come up with the same answer, whichever numbers you choose. Yes?
But how it was the number so big and it was 9.
Mhm.
We have to do it like the next way.
If the number is large, if you have a large number, it's easier to use a prime factorization. But if the number is small, then you can just list them like this. Usually, in the quiz, I will not give you a big number, or I might give you a small number. But I will explain to you which method is the best to use. Does that make sense? Let me just stop there. And so we have, just quick recap. We have done how to find the prime factors, how to find the greatest common factor of two number or more than two number. Okay? And also we find out how to find the greatest common factor of big numbers using the prime factorization. Okay? I hope that's clear. I'm gonna just ask you quickly now, those of you who are at home and not here, if you look the book and look the exercise 2.7 in page 110, you will find this on schooling material. Please start the questions for practice. I want you to do question 1 up till question 38. So that's 38 questions. If you find it hard, you can only do the odd ones. Just start from 1, 3, 5. Okay? And when you finish them, I want you to just check your answer. You can just double check your answer because the answers are also at the back of the book. Does that make sense? So let's practice, and hopefully we're gonna start the exercise in the class now. And those of you at home, you can please do that exercise, page 110. Let's stop there. Thank you very much, and we will conclude the lesson that now it's your turn to do some work. Okay, so let's start. Thank you very much.
Let's go.
Thank you.